Okay, I think we are live now, guys. Do let me know. Okay, yeah, I think it's live. So first of all, a happy Independence Day to all of you. I think many of us who are born after independence, I don't think we really appreciate how bad things were when we were under colonial rule. So I think these kind of days are always a time for us to reflect on how lucky we are and the sacrifices of our ancestors, and try to ensure that we live every day in a way which will make sure that whatever sacrifices that our ancestors have done are fruitful, are basically we are worth whatever sacrifices they've done. Our lives and our future and the future of our country should be in such a way that whatever things that they had to go through, we will ensure that we will make the best use of all of their sacrifices. So having said that, let us start today's session. Today's session is on LRDI Marathon DLR questions. We'll be solving 5 sets today. I will be solving 3 sets and Sayali will be solving 2 sets. Let us get started. Before we start, I wanted to tell you one more thing. One more announcement is we are going to have a free mock on August 22nd. We are giving CAT 10 free for all the students. The mock will be free only for students who take it on August 22nd, which is next Saturday. So definitely please do remember this and ensure that you make the best use of it. There are roughly 3.5 months left. This is the time for you to put in full effort and build momentum into your preparation. Having said that, let us get started. This is quant rush. I normally do quant rush before every LRDI stream. If you want me to do quant rush this time also, then do let me know in the chat whether we should do it or not. I'm totally okay. Whatever you guys want to do, we can do it. If you want me to do some quant rush, I'll just do it. Otherwise, we'll go directly into the LRDI sets. If you want me to do quant rush, please do let me know which of the topics you want me to check. Is it arithmetic, geometry, number systems, algebra? Whatever you want me to do, I will do it. This mock will be new from the available 3. No, this is a new mock. Basically, we have decided to make CAT 10, which is the 10th mock of our CAT series, to be free for everyone on August 22nd. So this is a new mock. It will have video solutions. It's a pretty good mock. So it is a new mock, not part of the free 3 mocks. Okay, some people are saying LRDI direct. I think I'm okay with it. We can go LRDI direct. Or maybe I'll just do 2 or 3 questions in algebra or arithmetic. I'll pick algebra and arithmetic. I'll just do 3 questions, man. Again, I won't solve it. I'll just ask students to solve it. I'll solve without pen and paper. So I'm using arithmetic and algebra. These are the 2 things that I put. Let us get started. Anything that people say, if 3 people give me the same answer, I'm going to put it. This is an arithmetic question. Find the value of x plus y equals z for which the system of equations is satisfied. So we have 3 equations. We have 3 unknowns. I think we can calculate the value of x, y, and z. Whenever you are given 3 equations and 3 variables, calculate the value of x, y, and z. And from that, you should be able to calculate x plus y plus z. Sai Prashant is saying, sir, when will registration be open for CAT 10? CAT 10 will be free for everyone only on August 22nd. August 22nd is next Saturday. So if you want to take the mock for free, you can take it on August 22nd. Guys, please do like the stream. We have only around 30 likes, but more than 100 people are watching it live. Please do like the stream. Let us make it at least 200 likes before the stream ends. Hello, sir. In CAT, my registration, my father's name was placed. My name is that occurs any problem, or can I register again? Please respond, sir. I would say, Rajesh, please directly get in touch with the CAT website. They are actually very responsive for these kind of questions. They will advise you on what you should do. Don't worry about it, but get in touch with them quickly. Okay, guys, what is the answer for this? Do let me know. Again, like I was saying, somebody saying volume is low. I'll try to talk louder. Guys, I'm not sure if the volume is low. I'm already talking slightly louder. So try to increase your volume. I would say for this, you have to just solve x, y, and z. If you want me to guess, I can guess. 3y plus x is 0, or y is equal to minus x by 3. 3y plus x. So I'll assume that x is equal to k. No, x is 3k. Y is minus k. Okay. Or y is 3k. X is minus k. Right? No, kya kar raha hu? Y is x by 3. No, x is 3k. Y is minus k. Answer is 6. Okay, guys. Two guys. No, Shubhang has said 6. Okay, 6. That is good. If two other people confirm the answer, I'm going to put it as 6 and go ahead. It is either 10, 5, 2 or 6. Karan also said 6. Akhil also said 6. I'm going to go with 6. And it is correct. Well done, Shubhang, Akhil, and Karan, and Atul. Let us go to the second one. Okay, this I think should be easy. Solve. Yeah, I think I can solve it because both of them are positive. Y square plus 2y plus 1 divided by y square plus y plus 1. The denominator is y square plus y plus 1, which is always positive. So you can just cross multiply. So y square plus 2y plus 1 is greater than 10y square plus 10y plus 10, or 9y square plus 8y, 9y square plus 8y plus 9 is less than 0. I think no such value of y exists. Many of you gave the correct answer. Well done, guys. I think this answer will be no such value of y exists. How did I solve it quickly? You want me to tell you how I solved it quickly? Whenever you are given an inequality like this, which is a by b is greater than some number, some constant, say 10, something like this. The right way to do it is you have to bring 10 to the other side. You have to write a by b minus 10 is greater than 0 and proceed further. You will have to find this LCM and all. But in this particular case, because you know that the denominator y square plus y plus 1 is always greater than 0. Because you know that this is greater than 0, you cross multiply and you are going to get y square plus 2y plus 1 is greater than 10y square plus 10y plus 10. If you bring everything to the other side, this can be simplified to equal 9y square plus 8y plus 9 is less than 0. This is not going to happen because the discriminant of this quadratic equation is less than 0. So it will always be positive. Okay, this is the last question we're going to solve today before we go to LRDI. I think all the three we got are algebra. Okay, a and b are roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, what is the minimum value of a square plus b square? Again, you should be able to calculate this. In a quadratic equation, you have to remember what is the sum of the roots, what is the product of the roots. Sum of the roots is minus of the coefficient of x. Product of the roots is the constant term. So you know the value of a plus b. A plus b will be t minus 3. You know the value of a into b. This is minus 2t plus 1. From that, you calculate the value of a square plus b square, which is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. And then you try to minimize it. Sir, what kind of DLR assets can we expect in CAT 2026? What I normally say is, one thing I always notice is you should not be too worried about LRDI. Because out of 5 sets, there will be at least 3 standard sets. 2 sets will be normally very, very like innovative or new or something that you face for the first time. But 3 sets, you should be able to guess what they are. You should be able to solve it if you are comfortable with the previous paper's LRDIs. That is 3 out of the 5 sets, in my opinion, will be either an Einstein's puzzle or a arrangements or a circular arrangement or a Venn diagram or a data interpretation set or a scheduling set. Something that you have seen before is the kind of sets that come up at least 3 out of 5. So if you're good at the usual patterns, then I think you will be able to get at least 1 or 2 sets correct. That basically will be a very good score in LRDI. Okay, what is the answer for this question, guys? Option 1, 6. I'm going to go ahead with it. Shubhang, well done. Sri Chaitanya, Akhil. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop now. Let me know, are you ready to go to LRDI? If you're ready to go to LRDI, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we'll do one more question. Okay, Karan Agarwal, Kripesh, it's me, PN9SN. All of you got it correct. Well done. Okay, let me know the quants will be in CAT 2026 easy or tough. I don't know, man. If you really ask me, I don't know. I feel they should be similar to CAT 2025, I think. I just hope that the difficulty of LRDI should be consistent across the slots. That is my only worry. I felt that in CAT 2025, slot 2 LRDI was much easier as compared to slot 1 and slot 3. That I think affected a lot of things because I was working on the scaling. I could sense it that the scores or the marks that students scored in slot 2 of LRDI was much higher. So I hope that doesn't happen. With respect to difficulty, I don't expect the paper to be very difficult like CAT 2023. I would actually think that it might be slightly on the easier side this time. Just my gut feel based on how things were in CAT 2025. Because CAT 2024 was very easy. My theory or my strategy for that is, my logic for that is, CAT 2023 was extremely difficult, very, very difficult. And CAT 2024, they erred on the wrong side and they made it very easy. So CAT 2024 was very easy. So again, CAT 2025, I think, was slightly on the tougher side. So again, I'm hoping that the pendulum will swing this side and CAT 2026 might be slightly on the easier side. Okay, guys, are you ready to go? Which one is this? I'll just mark this and then we'll go. Whatever you think is the answer, let me know. So for this kind of question, when you're given the ratio of two arithmetic progressions in like 3m minus 1 by 4m, and you're asked to calculate the ratio of the 20th term. For the ratio of the 20th term, you calculate the sum till 39 terms. Sum of the first 39 terms, okay, where you make the 20th term to the middle number, you will get the answer. For example, if you put m is equal to, I think, 39, this should work. If m is 39, this is 3 into 39 is 117 minus 1, 116 by, so it's 29, yeah, 29 by 39. I think it should be option D. You understood how I did it, right? If you want, I'll tell you the shortcut for this. I'll just explain the shortcut and after that, we'll go ahead to solving this. The reason I actually want to do some quant research like this is because when I'm looking at a question, I can tell you what is the quick way in which I can actually answer this kind of questions. Basically, what is the sum of an AP? Sum of AP is, there are multiple ways to calculate it, sum of an arithmetic progression. But one of the tricks that I use to calculate sum of an AP is middle term into number of terms. So if you are having 5 terms in an arithmetic progression, the sum of the arithmetic progression is middle term, which is the third term, into 5. If you are having 11 terms, sum of these 11 terms will be sixth term, the sixth term of the arithmetic progression into 11, and so on. So here, if you are asked to calculate the ratio of the 20th term, what we are actually saying is, if the first arithmetic progression is A20 divided by B20 is the sum of 39 terms of both. Because sum of 39 terms is the 20th term into 39. So here we know the ratio of the two APs for every M. So if I have to calculate the ratio of the 20th term, the ratio of the 20th term will be same as the ratio of the sum of the 39 terms. So just substitute M is equal to 39 in this. You will get the answer as 116 by 4 into 39. So that is 29 by 39. Okay, guys. That is it. Let us go to LRDI. I'll give the first question. Okay, before we start the test, I want you to subscribe to our channel. We are putting a lot of effort. I know that more than 100 of you are actually, 125 of you are actually watching this. That is good. Please do subscribe to this channel so that more of you can join us next time. We are putting a lot of effort from now till CAT. We plan to do these kind of sessions every Saturday. Every Saturday, we actually intend to put more effort on LRDI because that is the one section that a lot of students struggle with. So every Saturday, we want to put a lot of effort so that students don't have that anxiety or that panic about LRDI, which I think if we can remove that panic from students about LRDI, I think many of them will actually enjoy preparing for CAT. This is maybe very ambitious, but that is basically my thought, where I feel that if I put effort every Saturday, and if people come to the session every Saturday, if they start enjoying LRDI, if they stop having so much nervousness about LRDI, I think they will enjoy the process of preparing for CAT, because the other two sections don't give so much anxiety. So I just feel that that is the plan. So it might work, it might not work, but I want you to subscribe to it and let us see what we can do. Every Saturday, if you're putting a lot of effort on LRDI, I think things will be much better by the time the examination comes. So having said that, let us start the session. This is the first set for today. Please do like the stream. This is an easy set. This is not a difficult set. Okay, this is the set. Please do like the stream, guys. Okay, guys, I'll explain the set in 5 minutes. Paramjit Singh is asking, why are the daily LRDI sets stopped? They're stopped only temporarily, man. We'll again start it. Don't worry. I know that many of you like it. We plan to start it again. Because, like I said, we want to do everything we can to ensure that people are not nervous about LRDI. And people won't be nervous if they solve a lot of sets. That is, again, like a theory I have, where if you solve a lot of sets, you'll not be super nervous. I'll give another 5 minutes before solving this set. Arnav is saying, sir, can you roll out more LRDI sectionals from Cracku beyond the 15? Sure, man, we'll do it. Suraj Kumar Nara is saying, hi, sir, regarding my VRC, I'm able to attempt all 4 RCs, but my scores vary a lot from mock to mock. From mid 25s to 9 also, kindly guide how to get through this. I think that is fine, man. I think your strategy of attempting all the RCs is a good strategy. Continue doing that. And try to focus there, try to ensure that your concentration levels and focus levels are high when you're attempting RCs, because the accuracy in RCs is very important. Sometimes it fluctuates, which is normal. It fluctuates even for me, but RCs are the ones which should be stable. Verbal, I think, can fluctuate. Verbal accuracy sometimes fluctuates more, but RCs, you'll have to ensure that you try to do well. But again, the fluctuations at this point of time is not something you should be super worried about. But recognize that solving all the RCs is good, and try to ensure that the RC marks at least are stable. Okay, guys, last 3 minutes, and after that, I'll start solving this set. Sir, can you show the 4th question? Okay, this is the 4th question. Kevin is saying, sir, I get stuck in quant section even though I know the basics. Which would you prefer, sir, to do again from scratch? Do basics or CAT level questions daily? I would say if you're getting stuck in basics, do the basics well. Start solving very easy questions in quant. That also is fine. If you're not able to solve CAT level questions, it is okay. Don't worry about it. But you should at least try to solve the easy questions regularly. It shouldn't happen that you are just looking at videos and you are going through the concepts but not solving. That I don't think is a good idea. You have to try to solve also some questions regularly. Okay. Sanjeevani Pathak has given the answer. Let us see. Divyansh saying, hello sir, I received my daily target t-shirt on completing my streak. The t-shirt is amazing. Very good, man. The t-shirt also should give you a lot of confidence because you have earned the t-shirt. It is not something that you bought, or it is not something that is given to everyone. That Cracku t-shirt is only given to students who have completed the 50-day streak of daily targets, which involves a lot of consistency, which involves putting in a lot of effort every single day. So whenever you are wearing the t-shirt, you should feel good about yourself. You should recognize the effort that you put in. That is basically the reason we send that t-shirt. Okay, guys, I'm going to start the set. Let us get started. So what is given over here? What is given is there are 5 managers. What are the names of the managers? The managers are RC. Then we have Moyes. Then we have Sam. Then we have Benitez. And finally, we have Luis. These are the 5 guys. We need to figure out which country they are from. And we should also figure out which club that they are running right now. These are the 2 things that are needed. Now, what is given is that the countries that they are from are America, France, Spain, Uruguay, Luxembourg, not necessarily in that order. And the teams that they are currently managing are Aston Villa, Manchester United, Leicester City, Dortmund, and Manchester City. For a coach, all the 3 attributes, that is his name, his country's name, and his current team's name, they start with a different letter. Furthermore, this information is given. Benitez is the current manager of Aston Villa. So Benitez is from, the current club is Aston Villa. And Moyes is not managing Leicester City. So Moyes is not managing Leicester City. Arsene is neither from Luxembourg or Uruguay. So Arsene is not from Uruguay. He is also not from Luxembourg. The manager from Uruguay coaches Man United. So whoever is from Uruguay, he manages Man United. The manager from Luxembourg manages Manchester City. So the guy who is from Luxembourg, he manages Man City. Sam is neither from America nor Uruguay. So this guy Sam is not from America or Uruguay. What does this tell you? The first thing you have to identify in this kind of question is the clue that the name, the country, and the club, all three of them start with different letters. Especially if you're looking at Moyes, because we have two clubs, Man United and Man City. This guy Moyes cannot be managing Man United. He cannot be managing Manchester City. It is also given that he cannot be managing Leicester City, and this Benitez is managing Aston Villa. So 4 clubs are ruled out for Moyes. This would imply that the only club that is left is Dortmund, is over here. Next, if you're trying to identify who is the manager, who is managing Uruguay, who is from Uruguay, and who is managing Man United, that is not Arsene, that is not Sam, that cannot be Moyes because he's managing Dortmund, that cannot be Benitez because he's managing Aston Villa. So this Uruguay Man United has to only be Luis. So this guy is from Uruguay and he is managing Man United. Now if you are saying who is from Luxembourg and who is managing Man City, it is either Arsene or Sam, because we know the clubs for the remaining 3. Arsene is not from Luxembourg. So Sam has to be from Luxembourg and he is managing Man City. So what is the only club left? The only club left which Arsene has to manage is Leicester City. Now coming to the countries. There are 3 countries left. What are the 3 countries? The 3 countries are France, Spain, and America. America cannot be Arsene because these 2 should not have the same starting name. Similarly, America cannot be Benitez because Aston Villa and America have the same starting letter, which is A. This would imply that Moyes has to be from America. Now there are 2 countries left, which is France and Spain. Arsene can be from France or Arsene can be from Spain. Similarly, Benitez can be from France or Benitez can be from Spain. There is no contradiction over here. So these 2 can be from France or Spain. Now, if you're looking at the options, the questions, who manages Dortmund? Moyes manages Dortmund and he's from America. The manager of Spain definitely does not manage. The manager of Spain is either Arsene or Benitez. Arsene manages Leicester City, Benitez manages Aston Villa. So the manager from Spain can be managing either Leicester City or Aston Villa. He cannot be managing Dortmund because Dortmund is managed by Moyes, who is from America. The nationality and the current club can be uniquely determined for 3 of the 5 managers. We can determine the nationality and the club for Moyes, Sam, and Luis. We can't determine it for Arsene and Benitez. Which manager is from Uruguay? Luis is from Uruguay. So this is an easy question to start off with. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got it correct. And I would also urge all of you to please like the stream. I want to get to at least 200 likes before the stream ends. This is the target for today, guys. We have just 71 likes. We need another 129 likes. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got it correct. Okay. Parth, Puru Vishnoy, Aditya, Akshay Jain, Sai Dinesh, Shubhang, and Vedantika. I think all of you guys have gotten it correct. Well done, guys. Are you ready for the next one? I want to tell you the next one is a slightly difficult set. We are going to give you 15 minutes. This I think was an easy set. I'll be very honest with you. This is a set. If you get this set in the examination, you should feel very happy. Sometimes this kind of set comes in the examination. I won't say that this is a super easy set, this won't come in the examination. In some exams, this kind of sets do come. But if it comes, you should be very happy. You should feel that, okay, this is such an easy set, I'm able to solve it. But the next set will be slightly difficult, and I will be very happy if you can actually get it correct. I also wanted to tell you that we are launching a 100-day crash course this coming Monday. You can just Google search Cracku CAT crash course. If you are looking for any information about this, you can just Google search Cracku CAT crash course, or you can call us on this number. It is 6303-239-042. You can WhatsApp us. This is a very highly rated course. We will be having daily live classes. I take the live classes every Monday. Sayali takes the live class every Thursday. And the remaining 3 days, we have excellent faculty who take the live class. Live class is from 7:30 to 9:30 on weekdays, from Monday to Friday. In addition to it, we have weekly revision. We have a day-wise schedule. Every single day, you'll be getting a list of tasks that we want you to do. And you can also book one-to-one mentorship. If you are struggling with any particular concept, or if you're struggling with any particular thing in your strategy, you can talk to one of our mentors after booking a slot. Again, if you're looking for any of these details, you can just Google search Cracku CAT crash course to get the information about this course. Okay, guys, the next set is over here. I'm going to give you 15 minutes. This is, like I said, a slightly tough set. Don't be worried or like intimidated by it. 15 minutes is good enough time for you to solve it. I will first show you this part, and after that, I'll show you the bottom one. Don't worry about the questions. I'll show you the questions later. Are saying how tough or easy do you rate dash cuts? I would say dash cuts are slightly tougher than CAT 2025. That is always our strategy. We want to create mocks which are slightly tougher than last year's CAT. Sir, would this set be considered easy to moderate or tough? The first set I would say is an easy set. This I would say is a tough set. Sir, please zoom out on the set. If you want the first part, you can just go back in the stream and then you can see the first part. This is the second part. You can just go back, now you go back in the stream, you can see the first part, or I'm going to put it back up here. Anurag is saying this is the first time he's watching the stream. Lily Pandey is saying too typical this is. Really? If you find this set to be too usual, if you think this is super easy, then I think you're definitely on track to doing very well in the examination. I personally felt that this was not a very simple set. No, Akhil, we don't give offline classes. We are only online classes. We don't have offline presence anywhere in the country. Having said that, if you are from Hyderabad, you can always come to our office to meet us, but we don't give classes in our office. Previous set was for not getting a grip on this set. Yeah, this is a slightly tough set. It's okay. Okay, guys, let us last 4 minutes, guys. After that, I'll start this solving the set. Okay, guys, last 2 minutes. Try to solve it. First two questions are in the earlier set. I'm just going to quickly show this, the first part. If you want, you can pause it at this point. And then I'm going to show you this 7 points. Last couple of minutes, guys. Try to solve it. Rakshit, will you be appearing for CAT this time? I'm thinking of appearing, man, but I'm not sure. Like I mentioned many times, CAT gives me a lot of stress. So I don't particularly enjoy taking the exam. But let us see. I will probably register. Whether I take it or not, I'm not sure. Okay, guys, last 45 seconds. Try to solve it. Okay guys, time is up. Let us try to solve it. I would say why I was saying that this is a tough question is not particularly about the logic that has to be used, or figuring out that okay, it is too complicated. It is not very complicated. The reason I was saying that this is a difficult question is because there are small things that are given in this set, and if you miss out on one of the lines, or if that doesn't register in your head, it is very difficult to solve the set. So if you read it thoroughly and if you understand all the nuances, then you should solve the set pretty easily. But getting all the nuances, reading all of them and not missing out any particular line, I would say is very tough. For example, what are the things that are needed? The setup is such that there are three types of tickets. There is, for everybody who is going into the theater, there are three types of tickets. It is a 50 rupee ticket, 70 rupee ticket, or 140 rupee ticket. This is given. Now there are 6 people who are going in. The names of the 6 people are given: Amit, Gaurav, Harsh, Rohit, Pawan and Suresh. They go, and each one of them has notes of 3 denominations. They have either a 10 rupee note or a 20 rupee note or a 50 rupee note. There is multiple notes of either 10 or 20 or 50 rupee denomination. Now they're standing in a queue. The person who is behind the counter, initially he has 5 10 rupee notes, 4 20 rupee notes and 2 50 rupee notes. Now each person purchased one of the 3 types of tickets and he pays using some change. Now the thing that you need to remember is, if he pays the exact amount of the ticket, he obviously won't get any money back. If he doesn't have the exact change, then he pays using 50 rupee notes and he's going to get some money back, and that money is returned to him using the least possible number of notes. That is, if somebody wants to purchase a 70 rupee ticket, and he doesn't have exactly 70 rupees, then he's going to give 250 rupees and he's going to get 30 rupees back. The 30 rupees that he's going to get will be 110 and 120. He won't be getting it as 3 tenths. Similarly, if somebody is trying to purchase a 140 rupee ticket, but he doesn't have exactly 140 rupees, he will pay 350s and he will get 110 rupees back. This is the nuances that you need to get when you're reading the set the first time. And I'm saying that that is definitely difficult, especially in the examination, with the examination pressure and the time pressure. Understanding all of these nuances, not missing out any particular line, or not, for example, if you did not register this, that if he doesn't have change, he will pay only 50 rupees. Suppose that doesn't strike you, or you just for some reason you read it but it didn't register. It will be impossible for you to solve this set. Those are things that I was saying makes this set difficult. So now let us try to solve it. What are the names of the people? The names of the people are Amit, then we have Gaurav, then we have Harsh, then we have Rohit, then we have Pawan and Suresh. Now what are we required to calculate? The first thing we need to calculate is, what is the type of ticket that these guys have bought. The second thing we need to figure out is, did they give exact change or did they not give exact change? We also need to figure out what are the notes that he gave. And we have to figure out, if he did not give the exact change, what are the notes that he received. If you're able to figure these out, we will be able to figure out the question. Before we go there, we can also identify what are the notes that were initially there with the guy behind the counter. He has 5 10 rupee notes, 4 20 rupee notes and 2 50 rupee notes. So if you're looking at it, the guy initially had 5 10 rupee notes, 4 20 rupee notes and 2 50 rupee notes. This is what he had before. How many did he have afterwards? That is also given in the first clue. We are told that this guy has 6 10 rupee notes, 13 20 rupee notes and 10 50 rupee notes. So he has 6 10 rupee notes, 13 20 rupee notes and 10 50 rupee notes. So through this transaction of giving tickets to these 6 guys, what is the amount of money that he has now, extra amount? He has 1 extra 10 rupee note, he has 9 extra 20 rupee notes, and he has 8 extra 50 rupee notes. So what is the total cost of the 6 tickets that he sold? It is 8 into 50, which is 400, 9 into 20, which is 180, and 1 into 10, which is 10. So the cost of these 6 tickets is 590. What are the types of tickets? The types of tickets are 50, 70, and 140. Now suppose he did not sell any 140 rupee ticket. He sold 6 tickets, but none of those 6 tickets is a 140 rupee ticket. What is the maximum amount he could have gotten? He could have gotten 70 into 6, which is 420. He will not get 590 rupee tickets. So at least one of the notes has to be a 140 rupee note. So if one of them is 140, he has to sell the remaining 5 tickets have to be 450 rupees, and he has 5 tickets to sell. Suppose these 5 tickets are not 140. Suppose these 5 tickets are all from 70 and 50. What is the maximum amount he can sell? It will be 70 into 5, which is 350. He won't be making 450. So this would imply that at least one more ticket has to be 140 rupees. So he has at least 2 140 rupee tickets, and then he has to accommodate 310 rupees using 4 tickets. Suppose again these 4 tickets don't have any 140. Then the total will be, maximum will be 70 into 4, which is 280. So if he actually made 310 from these 4 tickets, at least one more ticket has to be 140. So he has 3 140 rupee tickets, and therefore the sum of the remaining 3 will be 170, and he has 3 tickets to sell. Now this 170 will not have a 140. That is, what we are saying is he is selling exactly 3 140s. Suppose one more of these 3 tickets is a 140 rupee ticket. Then the remaining 2 tickets will get him only 30 rupees. But that is not possible because the minimum value of a ticket is 50 rupees. So this 170 has to be made up from 50 and 70 rupee tickets. And that is possible only one way. That is possible if the remaining tickets are 170 and 250. So at least one thing that we should be able to do is figuring out what is the split of the 6 tickets. The 6 tickets overall cost 590 rupees. They should have at least 3 140 rupee tickets. You can figure it out again. And the remaining 170 will come from 170 and 250 rupee tickets. We need to identify which of them goes where. That is still yet to be decided. So let us go through the clues. If you're going through the clues, this we have taken care of. Amit paid for his ticket using only one note. So clearly Amit paid for a 50 rupee ticket. He gave the exact change and he gave a 50 rupee note. Therefore, he did not receive anything back. So we have eliminated 150. We need to still identify 140s, 3 140s, 170 and 150. Rohit and Gaurav did not use 50 rupee notes while paying for their tickets. So Rohit and Gaurav, these guys did not use 50 rupee notes to pay for this ticket. Immediately you should remember that if they did not use 50 rupees to pay for their note, they paid the exact change. Because if they did not have exact change, they would have paid 50 rupee notes and received the change back. So this guy has paid the exact change. This guy has paid the exact change. They did not receive anything back. They were the only people to do so. So all the remaining people gave at least 150. Rohit paid using lesser number of notes than Harsh. Rohit used lesser number of notes than Harsh. The maximum number of notes given by any person to buy a ticket was 8. The maximum notes is 8. Suresh and Gaurav bought the same type of ticket, and Suresh got 10 rupees back from the counter, while Gaurav did not get any amount back. Now, if you're looking at the types of tickets that are left, there are 3 140 rupee tickets, 170 and 150 rupee tickets. This would imply that Suresh and Gaurav, they bought 140 rupee tickets. So we can cancel 2 140s. And Suresh got 10 rupees back from the counter. So Suresh did not get exact change. He did not give exact change. He got 10 rupees back from the counter. So he gave 350s. He gave 150, 150 and 150. He gave 350s and he got 1 10 rupee note back. The maximum amount any person got back from the counter was 30 rupees and Pawan got it. So Pawan also did not give exact change. Pawan got 30 rupees back. The only way this is happening is if he bought a 70 rupee ticket and he gave 2 50 rupee notes and he got 30 rupees back. But this 30 rupees, does it include 3 10s or does it include 110 and 120? Again, one of the things that I was saying is the difficulty with this set is reading the questions clearly and thoroughly, the instructions that are given. When he is returning back the remaining change using the least possible number of notes. So when he's getting those 30 rupees back, he gets 110 and 120. Now, if you're looking at the types of tickets that were sold, we need to figure out who bought the remaining 140 rupee ticket and who bought the remaining 50 rupee ticket. The possibility is between Harsh and Rohit. Now, it can be that Harsh bought 50 rupee ticket or Rohit bought 50 rupee ticket. The second thing that you need to consider is amongst the notes that were given, 8 50 rupee tickets notes were given. Are we able to identify all the people who gave those 8 50 rupee tickets? Suresh gave 3 50 rupee notes. Pawan gave 2 50 rupee notes. Amit gave 1 50 rupee notes. So we are able to identify 6 50 rupee notes. Gaurav gave no 50 rupee note. Rohit gave no 50 rupee note. This would imply that the remaining 2 50 rupee notes were given by Harsh. He gave at least 2 50 rupee note, not at least, he gave exactly 2 50 rupee note. So this would imply that Harsh did not buy a 50 rupee ticket. If he bought a 50 rupee ticket, he would have just given 1 50 rupee note. So this would imply that Harsh bought a 140 rupee ticket and Rohit therefore bought a 50 rupee ticket. So at least for these guys, we are able to identify the exact type of ticket that each one of them has bought, and to an extent we are able to identify who gave exact change and who did not give exact change. This is what we are able to identify. Let us again go back and try to identify what else are the clues that we are not using. After the last person among the given 6 people left the counter, the man had 6 10 rupee notes, 13 20 rupee notes and 10 50 rupee notes. Did we use this thoroughly? We used this to an extent. We used it to figure out what is the total value of the tickets that were bought. We used it to figure out the 50 rupee notes that were given. Now let us try to identify in a similar way the case for the 20 rupee notes. Total of 9 20 rupee notes have to be given back, given to the counter. Now we are able to identify only one 20 rupee note which was actually given back by the guy. We have to identify all the 20 rupee notes that each of these guys has actually given to the ticket counter. Now if you're looking at it, 20 rupee notes were not given by Amit. 20 rupee notes probably were given by Gaurav. In fact, if you think about it, Gaurav has bought a ticket of 140 rupees and he did not pay a single 50 rupee ticket. So Gaurav probably has given a lot of 20 rupee tickets. Now once you think about it and you are trying to identify what are the number of 20 rupee notes that Gaurav has given, you should remember that the maximum number of notes given were 8. Now who is the guy who could have given 8 notes? It is not Amit. Amit gave only 1 note. It can be Gaurav. Can it be Harsh? Harsh has given 250 rupee notes, that is known for sure, and he paid a total of 140 rupees. So this would imply that either he gave 350 rupee notes and got 10 rupees back, or he gave 250 rupee notes and 4 10 rupee notes. Total is again 140. So there is no way Harsh gave 8 notes. This is either 250s plus 4 10s, that is a total of 6 notes, or this is 350s. So this is not Harsh. That's in the guy who gave 8 notes, the maximum number of notes, is definitely not Harsh. It is not Rohit, because it is actually directly given that Rohit gave lesser number of notes than Harsh, and Rohit only has a 50 rupee ticket, so maximum number of notes he can give is 5, that is 5 10 rupee notes. It is not Pawan gave 2 notes. It is not Suresh gave 3 notes. So the only possibility is Gaurav gave 8 notes. And through these 8 notes, he paid a total of 140. And none of these 8 notes is a 50 rupee note. Looking at all of this, you will figure out that Gaurav gave only 20 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes. He gave a total of 8 of them, which totals up to 140. This would mean that he gave 6 20 rupee notes, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and 2 10 rupee notes, 10 and 10. So now we have identified this part. Now again, coming back to what actually centers on this thought, we need to identify the 920 rupee notes that were given by these guys to the ticket counter. We have identified 620 rupee notes that were given, but one of the 20 rupee notes was given back. So we have essentially identified 520 rupee notes. We have to identify 420 rupee notes that are remaining. Because 620 notes were given by Gaurav to the ticket counter, the ticket counter gave back 120 rupee notes. Effectively, 520 rupee notes we have identified. We have to identify 420 rupee notes. And with respect to the 10 rupee notes, one effective 10 rupee note was given by these 6 guys to the ticket counter. If you are looking at this, there are 2 10 rupee notes that were given by Gaurav to the ticket counter, 2 10 rupee notes that were given back by the counter to the 6 guys because of these 2 10s. So we need to identify one 10 rupee note that was given from these 6 guys to the ticket counter. So we need to essentially at the end of the day identify these 5 notes. Now if you're looking at it, we have identified the money given by Amit, exact money, he gave 150 rupee ticket. We have identified the exact 8 notes that were given by Gaurav. We have identified the exact notes given by Pawan and Suresh. These have to be identified and they will belong to either Harsh or Rohit. We know that only one 10 rupee note is left. One 10 rupee note has to be allocated. It should go to either Harsh or to Rohit. Harsh has a even number. He has 140, out of which we have identified 50 and 50, that is 100. We have to identify 40 rupees that Harsh has given, and we have to identify 50 rupees that Rohit has given. This would imply that this 10 has to belong to Rohit. It cannot go to Harsh. Why is that the case? Because if this 10 goes to Harsh, only 20 rupee notes are left, and using only 20 rupee notes, we cannot give 50 rupees because 50 is not a multiple of 20. Once you have identified this, we have to distribute 420 rupee notes, and Harsh has to get 40, Rohit has to get 40. The only way this is happening is if this is 20, this is 20, and this is 20, and this is 20. So now we can figure out that this guy also gave exact change. And using this, we fill the entire table up. Like I said, this is not an easy question. This is, I would say, a slightly tough question. If this kind of a question comes in the examination, in an ideal situation, you shouldn't attempt it. If you attempt it, and if you're stuck somewhere, you have to remember one thing that I'm going to tell you. If you're stuck in this set, in this kind of a set, go back and read the instructions thoroughly. It is very likely that the instructions are long and you have missed out on some of the nuances. You have to tell yourself in the middle of the examination that it is quite likely that I missed out on some of the nuances. That is one. Otherwise, go back and go through the clues. Like we discussed over here, once I have identified that, okay, I use these 8 notes of 50 rupees that I have allocated, I did not identify the 920 rupee notes. Once I thought about it, and once I'm trying to identify that, okay, 920 rupee notes is a lot, who is the guy who would have given this bulk of the notes? Then I would have thought about somebody who has given 8 notes, and from there again we will get some thread to proceed further. Now let us go ahead and answer the questions that follow. How many notes did Rohit use to pay for his ticket? Rohit used 3. Which kind of ticket did Harsh buy? Harsh bought a 140 rupee ticket. Who paid the maximum number of 20 rupee notes at the counter? Again, this was one of the important clues which helped us solve the set. It is Gaurav. How many people did not pay the exact amount at the counter? There are only two people, Pawan and Suresh, who did not pay the exact amount at the counter. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct before going to the next one. Guys, please do like the stream. Karan Agrawal, Ratnadeep, Akshay Jangra, and Parth Cheda, they have gotten this correct. Let us go to the next one, guys. We will have 5 sets today. You can download the PDF for this 5 sets. The PDF is there in the description of this video. Just go there and download the PDF. And after the session is also over, if you're not able to solve it during the session, you can download the PDF and try to solve it after the session ends. This is again going to be very useful. Definitely use it. Okay, guys, this is the third set that we'll be solving. Okay, after some time, I'm going to lift it. This is not a very difficult set. I have given 12 minutes for it. I am hoping that many of you will get it correct. Shreya was saying, sir, you solved this set easily, but the second set is tedious if we do it on our own, often not knowing where and how to start. What should we do for some sets which we encounter them? I think that is very valid. The reason I was telling you that the second set was a tough set was also because there were multiple conditions that were there in the question, and all of them are important. Sometimes even if you miss out on a line or two, you should be able to solve the set. In that particular set, if you miss out on a particular line, it is very difficult to solve. For example, the fact that if somebody gives a change, the guy at the ticket counter gives the change back in the least possible number of notes also is important. Knowing that if you don't have the exact change, you are going to give only in 50 rupees is also important. All of these are small things which are there in one part of the set, which is given, and if you miss out on it, you will not be able to solve the set. Having said that, what I would tell you is whenever you're looking at a particular set, in like for the earlier type of set, you should be able to identify what are the parameters that you need to identify. For example, in the earlier set, for the 6 people, you should identify what is the type of ticket that they bought. That is the first thing that you should think about. That okay, for me to solve this set and answer the questions, I should be able to solve who got which type of ticket. The second thing that you should remember is you should also be able to identify what are the notes that they give and what are the notes that they received back. If you're able to figure this out, you should be able to solve the set. So identifying what you need to actually find out itself will give you a big step. So if you're able to identify that for these 6 guys, I need to identify which ticket they bought and how did they buy it, as in what notes did they give and what notes did they receive. Once you are able to identify this, that this is what I need to calculate, even then I think you will then start searching for the clues to get to what you actually want to solve. So the first step in any LRDI set is first identifying what is needed to be solved. Like in the earlier one, if you're able to identify that, I think, and if you don't miss out on any of the clues, then you will definitely solve the set. But both of them, I would say, are slightly tough in the earlier set. Especially missing out on some of the clues, I think is quite likely. Sir, in this set, second and fifth. Second one is saying something. Fifth one is saying if Pune got 4th rank. It is not saying Pune got the 4th rank. It is saying if Pune got the 4th rank, then Delhi got the 6th rank. So whatever contradiction you are actually saying is actually a clue. If you want me to tell you the clue, it is that Pune did not get 4th rank. Because if Pune got 4th rank, like you're saying, you'll get that contradiction. Okay, guys, last 40 seconds. Okay guys, let us try to solve it. What is given over here? We are told that there are 6 cities: Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, Lucknow, Pune. They're ranked from 1 to 6 on different parameters. And these parameters are security, infrastructure, industrial development, cleanliness, literacy, and tourism. And none of the cities got the same rank in any 2 parameters, and there was no tie for any rank. So let us write down the cities. Delhi, then Mumbai. I'll actually clean this up. I'll write Delhi over here to the left. Mumbai, then we have Chennai, then Hyderabad, Lucknow, and Pune. Now, what are the parameters? Their parameters are security, the second one is infrastructure. I'll write just infra. Industry development, I'll write this as indus. Cleanliness, I'll write clean. Literacy and tourism, I'll write lit and tourism. Now, basically, this is kind of a Sudoku. In each of the 6 parameters, 1 to 6 have been given, and none of the cities got the same rank in any 2 parameters. So, none of the numbers are repeating in the same column or in the same row. Okay. Delhi got first rank in cleanliness, and Pune got 6th rank in tourism. Mumbai got 3rd rank in literacy, while Lucknow got first rank in literacy. Chennai had 4th rank in cleanliness. Delhi got 6th rank in security. Chennai had 2nd rank in industrial development. Hyderabad had 4th rank in tourism. And Pune got 3rd rank in cleanliness. The city which got the 2nd rank in cleanliness got the 1st rank in security. So whichever city, I don't know which city it is, but whichever city got 2nd rank in cleanliness over here got the 1st rank in security. So immediately you can say that that city is not Delhi, because Delhi got 6th rank in security. That city is not Lucknow. Why is that city not Lucknow? That city is not Lucknow because Lucknow got 1st rank in literacy. So he cannot, or the Lucknow cannot get 1st rank in security also. That city can be Hyderabad, that is possible. That city is not Chennai. That city can be Mumbai. So either Mumbai or Hyderabad, one of these 2 is going to get 2 here and 1 here. It is either Hyderabad, 2 here and 1 here, or Mumbai. That city is definitely not Lucknow because Lucknow got 1st in literacy. Either Hyderabad or Pune got 3rd rank in security. If you're looking at security here, either Hyderabad or Pune, one of these 2 got 3rd rank. But Pune already got 3rd rank in cleanliness. So Hyderabad got 3rd rank in security. This would also tell us that the 2 in cleanliness and 1 in security has to belong to Mumbai. Either Hyderabad or Lucknow got 1st rank in industrial development. In industrial development, either Hyderabad or Lucknow. Lucknow already got first rank in literacy, so first rank in industrial development has to be Hyderabad. If Pune got fourth rank in industrial development, so if Pune got 4 here, Delhi got sixth rank in industrial development. But is that possible? It is not possible because Delhi got sixth rank in security. So Delhi cannot get sixth rank in industrial development. Therefore, Pune cannot get fourth rank in industrial development. Lucknow got third rank in industrial development. And Hyderabad got fifth rank in literacy. Now with this done, we should be able to fill the table up because we know that this is like a Sudoku. The numbers will not repeat in either any column or any row. The first thing is, if you notice this particular cell, that is the rank that Pune got in industrial development, it cannot be 1 or 2 or 3 or 6 or 4. The only possibility is that this has to be 5. Similarly, if you're looking at you can fill it up in any way you want. I'm just filling it up randomly. If you're looking at cleanliness, I know 1, 2, 4, and 3. The two numbers missing are 5 and 6. 5 cannot come over here because this number is 5. So this will have to be 5. And this will have to be 6. Now, if I'm looking at this row, it is 1. Every number is there except 2. So this will be 2. Now again, just try to find out any particular cell where a lot of numbers can be identified. For example, if you're identifying this one, it cannot be 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6. So this will be 4. Similarly, if you're looking at this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this will be 6. Next, if you're trying to identify any other number, for example, this number, it is not 1, 3, 5, 4 or 6, so this will be 2. If you are identifying the row, it is 1, 2, 3, 5 are filled, 4 and 6 will be these two numbers. 6 is over here, so this is 6 and this will be 4. Like you see, if you're solving a Sudoku, you should be able to solve these kind of sets fast. If you're looking at Mumbai, we have 1, 2, 3 and 6. We have to fill 4 and 5. 4 is there in this column, so this will be 4 and this will be 5. Next, if you're looking at tourism, you have 2, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 3 are missing. 1 is already present over here, so this is 1 and this is 3. Next, if you're looking at this Delhi's numbers, we have 1, 3, 4, 6. The two numbers which are missing are 2 and 5. 5 is present over here, so this is 5 and this is 2. Next, if I'm looking at literacy, I have 1, 2, 3 and 5. 4 and 6 are missing. This will be 6 because 6 is present here and this will be 4. Next, if I'm looking at this Chennai numbers, I have 1, 2, 4 and 6. 3 and 5 are missing. This will be 3 because 3 is here and this will be 5. If I'm looking at security, I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 is missing. This is 2. And Pune, I think 1 is missing. So this is a Sudoku, not a very difficult Sudoku to solve once you have done it. Next, if you're looking at the options, which city got first rank in infrastructure? In infrastructure, the city which got the first rank is Pune. Which of the following is correct? The city that got the first rank in tourism got 6th rank in cleanliness. In tourism, first rank is Chennai. It got 4th rank in cleanliness. So this is not true. The city that got 6th rank in infrastructure got 5th rank in security. In infrastructure, 6th rank was by Lucknow and it got 4th rank in security, not 5th. So this also is not correct. The city that got 3rd rank in tourism, this is 3rd, which is Delhi, got 2nd rank in literacy. This is true. This is about Delhi. Delhi got 3rd rank in tourism and 2nd rank in literacy. Just for the sake of completeness, let us look at option D also. The city that got 4th rank in literacy, 4th rank in literacy is Pune, got 6th rank in infrastructure development. In infrastructure development, it came 5th. So this is also not correct. For how many cities can their rank be determined in each of the given parameters? We can determine the ranks for all the 6 cities. Which of the following represents the correct order of the ranks of the cities in industrial development? In industrial development, first is Hyderabad, which is probably option A. Second is Chennai. Third is Lucknow. Fourth is Delhi. Fifth is Pune. And sixth is Mumbai, which is option A. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got the set correct. Shubhang got it correct. Sai Prashant got it correct. Jigyanshu got it correct. Kripeshwar Singh got it correct. Well done, guys. This was not a very difficult set. I hope you had fun in solving this. We will be having 2 more sets. I would request you all to please like the stream. I wanted to just make one announcement before going. Please like the stream. The target number of likes for today's stream is 200 plus. The second announcement I want to make is on August 22nd, we will be having a free mock. We are making CAT 10 completely free on this one particular day. So try to take the mock for free on this particular day. And I wanted to tell you that in addition to CAT 10, we have 3 free mocks. All of them have detailed video solutions. They're available on our platform. The link for it will be given in the description of this video. And you can even attempt all the previous year's papers in the exam format with detailed video solutions. Okay, guys, that is it. Sayali is going to join now.
Hey.
Also tell her if you want to have to take quant rush.
Okay, we'll do it quant rush. Let's do it. Will you stay back to help me or you'll go?
I'll see.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start with quant rush. It's the first slide, right? Oh, here. Okay. So let's do quant rush, but I'll need some help from every one of you. So I want all of you guys to help me with quant rush. Tell me which quant rush also to take, and we'll do that.
3 questions.
3 questions, okay. We'll do arithmetic. Or you want to do geometry? Geometry is tricky. What do you want to do?
Just ask chat. What does chat want?
What does chat want? Another quant rush, okay. But what does chat want? Which this arithmetic, algebra, geometry, number systems, or PNC, all topics?
Number systems.
Number systems? Okay, that's good. Start quant rush. Okay. HCF and LCM of 2 numbers are 84 and 21 respectively. If the ratio of the 2 numbers is 1:4, then the larger among the 2 numbers is 84 only. No? It's obvious, no?
Yes, but
yeah.
It is not for you.
Okay.
Chat.
Okay, chat, tell me what is the answer?
Tell them how you solve.
No, I want them to attempt it. Okay. What is the answer, guys? I know the answer, but I want all of you guys also to try to solve it. Okay, fine. So 3 of you have to answer, then I'll mark it off. Okay. Anyone who has, okay, got 2 people who got 84, Raghu and Karan and Shubhan. Very well done. Okay, so 84 is a correct answer. Hopefully, yes, it is. I need you guys to help me with the next question also. Come on, guys, try the next question. If the numerator of a fraction is increased by 200% and the denominator is increased by 200%, then the resultant fraction is 14 by 5. What is the original fraction? Okay, interesting. So there is this, yeah. Okay, guys, tell me what is the answer. I won't answer it myself, but any of you who can answer this question, come on.
give them some.
Okay. Clue is, what clue would I give here? What? Okay, what is the, assume any fraction a and b and see what happens when you increase the numerator. What would be the resulting value, denominator if you increase? Yeah. So I got 3 answers, Raghu, Puru and Jyotish, none of the above. Because if you increase the numerator by 200%, it is 3 times numerator. You increase the denominator by 200%, it is 3 times denominator. 3 cancels, it's the original fraction. So the original fraction is 2 4 by 5, the other 14 by 5. So it should be none of these. Okay. Let's do one last question. What is the highest power of 12 which divides 25 factorial? A simple question, guys. I think every one of you can do this one. Okay. The highest power of any number that divides a... Okay, this one. The highest power of any number that divides, if it's a prime number, you can directly go off and say that, okay, for a prime number, I will say it is, in this case, if it was 25 factorial and suppose it is 3, right? Highest power that of 3 that divides 25 factorial, I'll say that it is 25 by 3. The floor function, basically what is the greatest integer less than or equal to, plus 25 divided by 9, where it is floor function of 3 square, plus 25 divided by 27 and so on. These are basically powers of 3 that you have to take and divide the 25 by that to find out what would be the highest power of a prime number in a factorial. So here you will get this is equal to, this is 8 plus this is 2 plus this is 0 and everything forward is 0. So this is 10. Now 12 is not a prime number, so you have to consider separately. You have to consider highest power of 2 separately and highest power of 3 separately. So tell me the answer, guys. Time is running out. Ayo, okay. No, 45 seconds. Okay, so this is 10. What is the highest power of 2 in 25 factorial then? 2 in 25 factorial, what would be the highest power? We have to consider the lower one of these. So if it is 25 factorial by 2, this would be 25 by 2 plus 25 by 4 plus 25 by 8 plus 25 by 16. So this would be how much? 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1. Okay, this is, so it would be 10, okay? Okay, I'll put 10 as the answer. Where is the number? Okay, number, okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's go and let's continue with our stream. So let's end the rush. Thank you guys for helping with the quant rush. And if you guys are not solving quant rush at home, please start solving, because I want you to solve a lot of questions this way. In the end, without you realizing, you would have like solved thousands of questions. And that's the best way to practice, where you don't even feel that you're working hard. You're just working hard without realizing that you're working very hard. So let's go. Before, so after Maruti's sets, I'm doing a simple, okay. I'm doing a simple graph set. This set, I was surprised that a lot of people could not actually answer. Of the people, there were like 7,000 people who attempted the test, of which only 1,200 even tried the set. And of that, only like say 600 got it, half of them didn't get it. So most people didn't even try the set, and many of them got it wrong. But it's a very simple like chart set. I want all of you to try it. It's a pretty simple set. The only thing that you have to do whenever it is a charts-based set, how do you approach a charts-based set? You have to tabulate the chart. The minute you see a chart, the chart itself is useless. You have to tabulate the data for you to actually make any sense of it. So that would be my advice. Whenever you see a chart, tabulate the data. So let's go. I'll give you 10 minutes for this. Okay, so I'll keep moving this. And then after this, I think this is visible. Let me know if you have issues seeing the chart. Is the chart visible for all of you guys? You would have to see at the highest higher picture quality. And I think then the chart is visible. Let me know if the chart is not very visible. I'll write the values then. I think the chart is visible for all of you guys. I think so. I can see it on the phone. If you guys are not able to see any particular value, just let me know. It's not visible. Chart is blur. Okay, fine. I'll try to do one thing. I'll write the values that are there. So I'll just try to put it in red color so that it becomes more visible. So this is 400, 600, 800, and this is 1200. You can see the color of the line, right? Can you guys see the color of the line? I think color of the line is visible. The individual values are not visible. This is 600. This is 1000. This is 1200. 1400. 1200. 1000. And this is 200. This is 600. 1000. And this is 1800. 1400. This is 800. This is 600. This is 200. 400. 800. This is 1200. This is 1400. 1000. And 600. 600. 800, 1600 is 1000, 600, and 400. Okay, so I have put the values also. So in case you are not able to read it clearly, the values are there so that you can read the values. Okay, so this is a chart, and these are the other details of the other details that are there. Here mostly nothing else is given other than the fact that a cyber attack started, and you have to analyze the graph. So there's nothing much of value over there. The table, mostly this chart is of value, and the questions are over here. This is the first question. This is the second question. This is the third question. And this is the fourth question. Guys, one thing I would say, turn your, like the streaming in your YouTube, go to the settings menu, which is at the top right corner. If you click settings, you will see the picture quality. Put your picture quality to higher picture quality. You need at least 1080 pixel for you to actually read the graph properly. Without it, it will be difficult to read the graph. So change your YouTube streaming settings to higher picture quality just till you read the graph. Once your graph is read, once it's tabulated, then you can go to normal picture quality. Legend is not visible. Okay, so the blue line, this line is residential. Okay, this red line is transport. This green line is healthcare. And this yellow line is cryptocurrency. Okay. Color heading is still not visible. I wrote the legend, guys. Okay. Okay. Karan has given a workaround. Download the PDF from the description, and then you can solve it. So the live session PDF is there in the description box. Just download it, and you can solve it. Okay, guys, come on, try to solve this one. It's not a difficult set, just need to tabulate the data. That's all. Guys, don't look at the answers, please. Okay. Try to solve this set. Come on, guys. Everyone can solve this set. Which year is best to start previous year's papers? 2020 onwards. The best years are 2020, 2021, 2022, 2025. 2023 is too difficult. 2024 is too easy. So both of them are not good representations. But 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2025 are 4 good years. Come on, guys, try to solve this one. The session isn't up to 6 p.m. It will be another, I think, 1 hour more. 1 hour more it would take, because there's this set plus one more set. So it would be around up to 5 p.m. So colors, if anybody is still wondering, the colors are: blue is residential, the red color is transport, the green color is healthcare, and the yellow color is cryptocurrency. Okay. Okay, last 1 minute, guys. I'll give you extra 2 minutes because of the this issue with seeing the graph. It took more time. If you guys are still not able to see the graph clearly, where the quality of the video is not good, I would say that just download the PDF that is there in the description box. If you go, there's a PDF. Download it. Once you download it, you have all the questions of today's session over there. You can see those questions, and from that graph, try to solve. Last, I'll give 2 extra minutes above this. So don't worry, 2 extra minutes I'll give you so that you are able to solve it. Okay, many of you are able to answer. 13D, okay. 13D, 14D, okay. 13 is okay. Jigyanshu, see the 14th question again. I think you read it incorrectly. Okay. BSc, CS, SC caste, CAT score target. I would say 788 profile, given that you have SC category. I would say that FMS, I think anything above 98 would be, you would get mostly a call from ABC and FMS. So try to make, see again, a lot of these guys, people ask me, okay, for my category, what would be the call? The best answer is that go to Cracku's call predictor, because that profile predictor will give you a more accurate score, because multiple things go into which call you will get. Academic profile is there, your caste certificate is there, your like whether you're engineer, non-engineer, whether you have years of work experience, all of those things are there. So I would say just go to a Cracku's call predictor. It will give you a correct value for which you will get which calls. So please go over to Cracku's call predictor for that. Okay. So Jigyanshu, look at question 14 again and 15. You made some small mistake in the table somewhere. Okay, I want to see some of the other guys also give an answer. I don't know, Aizen. I'm guessing he's a very studious kid, because if he's on the leaderboard so much, then he must be solving a lot of questions. So I want you to also learn and solve as many questions like him. Okay, so I'll start solving now. In case you guys are midway, I would say just continue. Try to finish solving and give me the answers. Afterwards, also, if I get answers, I'll call out your name. So continue solving, don't stop solving just because I have started explaining. If you're in the middle of the set, continue the set. Okay, so let's try to solve this one. So we have what is given over here is that the following graph tracks power consumption in megawatts across 4 critical sectors of the Gotham city over 48 hours. So this graph shows you what are the 4 sectors, how much power is consumed in 48 hours. At the start of R18, the city's infrastructure faces a catastrophic cyber attack orchestrated by the Joker, destabilizing energy distribution and exposing vulnerabilities in its power grid. Use the graph to analyze the attack's impact and propose solutions to safeguard Gotham's future. Again, a lot of this is just like setup, but the main thing that we have is our graph. Our job, firstly, whenever we have to interpret a graph, is to tabulate it, because whatever calculation you have to do, it becomes much easier if you have the graph tabulated and ready for calculation. So let's do that. So if you see, okay, here each of these is basically for 6 hours. Okay, so assume that for a period of 6 hours, the value of power consumption stays the same. For example, power consumption for healthcare between start of first hour and end of 6th hour is 400 megawatts. So if I say healthcare, it is the green line. So from the 0th hour to 6th hour, it is 400. From the 7th hour to the 12th hour, it is 400. From the 7th hour to 12th hour, it is 600, and so on. So here, the value that is given is basically after this, it becomes this much. So at the 0th hour, it is 400. Means for R1 to R6, it is 400. R7 to R12, it will be 600, and so on. So let's first tabulate. We have to essentially write the range of hours. So let's write the range of hours. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because you will have 49 to 54 range also. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll make some thinner lines. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll add one more 10. Okay, so these are the 10 R ranges. What are the R ranges that we have? The R ranges that we have are 1 to 6 hours, 7 to 12 hours, 13 to 18 hours, 19 to 24 hours, 25 to 30 hours, 31 to 36 hours, 37 to 42 hours, 43 to 48 hours, 49 to 54 hours. Why would I get 49 to 54 hours? Because at the end of 48 hours, whatever is the value is also given. So that value can also be inferred. So here, let us draw all of those You have 4 sectors. Let's write all of those values. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have residential, transportation, healthcare, and cryptocurrency. What are each of these values? Okay, I think Jigyanshu got it right afterwards. Okay, no worries. Okay, most of you are getting it. If you guys are still stuck, if you are still solving, continue solving. Don't stop because of this. Okay, Jigyanshu and Karan, both of you, well done. So let's see. First, let's start by tabulating all this information. The first thing that you have to do is tabulate. Let's start by tabulating residential. Residential is this blue line that is there. Okay, so it starts from 800. Next stop is 1200. Next stop is 1000. Next stop again 1000. Next is 1400. 1200. Then you have 1400 again. 1600. And then it comes down to 1000. Okay, so this is the information for residential figures. Let's do the same for transportation, which is the red line. It starts at 600, goes up to 1000, then goes up to 1400, goes down to 600 at the start of the attack, goes down further to 200, 400, 600, 800, and finally at 1000. This is the red line. Now you have the third line, which is a green line, starts at 400, 600, 1000. It goes down to 200 suddenly, then 600, 800, 1000, and down to 600 and 600. Finally, we have our yellow line of cryptocurrency, starts at 1200, 1000, and you have 1200 again. I'll write it properly. 1200, 1800, 800. Then you have 1200, 1000, 600. And the last value is 400. This is my table. Once I have this table, it becomes much easier for me to calculate, because without the table, reading from the graph itself, a chaotic graph will be the source of errors, because from the graph, you can make a mistake reading a particular value. So never, I would say that unless it is easily solvable through reading through the graph itself, whenever a lot of information is given on a graph, I always prefer to first tabulate it. It takes 2-3 minutes extra to tabulate it. How much time did it take us? Not much. But once you tabulate that information, it becomes ready to process. You can immediately calculate using that. So let's try to solve our questions. The first question is, it's a long one. Generating 1 megawatt of power costs $5 per hour. For every megawatt that powers the cryptocurrency mines, $8 worth of cryptocurrency is mined per hour. Given the cyber attack, calculate the potential loss in income Gotham City experienced in the cryptocurrency mine sector from the start of the attack till the end of the 40th hour. So till here, we shouldn't take this last value, okay? Assuming the power usage remained constant from the beginning of the 19th hour onwards in case the attack had not occurred. So if the attack had not occurred, you would have had 1800 continuously. But because the attack has occurred, the value has gone down. From 1800, it went down to 800. So what was the difference per range? In 25 to 30, it should have been 1800, but it was 800 instead. So it was a drop of 1000. In the next hour, instead of 1800, you have only 1200. So it was a drop of 600. Next hour, only 1000 instead of 1800, it's a drop of 800. Next hour, only 600 instead of 1800, it's a drop of 1200. Should I consider for this hour also? No, because you are considering only till the end of the 40th hour. So this is all the drops that I'll consider. What is the sum of these drops? This is 1400, 2600, 3600. So 3600, but this is per hour and each hour slot is 6 hours. So how much are we actually losing? So this is, sorry, I cut it off, 3600, 3600. This is per into 6 because this is basically per hour drop. So 3600 into 6. And how much are we losing because of because of the lack of usage, lack of power usage? The cost is $5. The profit is $8. So how much profit or what is the amount that we are losing? Are we losing all of the $8? No, because $5 actually goes into the cost of it. The delta, that is the selling price minus the cost price, that is basically the amount of money you are losing. So 8 minus 5, $3 you are losing per megawatt hour. So here you have to multiply this by 3. So how much do I get? This is how much? This is 10,800 into 6. This will be equal to 64,800. So the correct answer would be option D. We are losing 64,800. Okay. So the correct answer is how much? It is option D. Very simple. How did I find it? For 1800, if it had remained constant at 1800, this would have been 1800, but it is 1000 lesser. This would have been 1800, it is 600 lesser. This would have been 1800, it's 800 lesser. This would have been 1800, it is 1200 lesser per hour in a 6-hour slot. Add all of these together, you get 3600. Each of them you have to multiply by 6 because this is per hour. This should actually be multiplied by 6. Each one of these should be multiplied by 6 because each of these slots is 6 hours wide. So that into 6 into $3 per megawatt that you're losing, you get the final value, which is option D. Consider the 14th question. Which sector experienced the largest percentage decrease in energy consumption during the specified period? So we have 4 options. Should we look at all of the drops? No, we should look at only of these 4 drops, which has the highest value. Transport from R13 to R19. What is the change from R13 to R19? We are looking for percentage drop, not absolute drop. So you have to basically take final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100%. This is what we have to take for percentage drop. So what is it for transport R13 to R19? Transport R13 is 1400, R19 is 600. So the drop is of 800. The required value would be 800 by 1400 into 100%. Okay, I won't actually calculate because in such cases, don't calculate unless you have to. You can find out the answer by just comparing fractions also, you can figure out the answer, correct answer. Healthcare R13 to R19. Healthcare R13 to R19, it went from 1000 to 200. So what was the drop? The drop was of 800 over a base of 1000. This into 100%. Cryptocurrency mines R19 to R25. R19 it was 1800, it went to 800. It was a drop of 1000 but over a base of 1800. This into 100%. Then you have transport R19 to R25. Transport R19 to 25, it went from 600 to 200. So that is a drop of 400 over a base of 600 into 100%. How much is this? This is 8 by 14. So that is roughly 4 by 7. 4 by 7 into 100% would be how much? It would be 50% something. It is not even 60%. It will be between 50 to 60% because 3.5 would have been exactly 50% and 4.2 would be 60%. So it is somewhere between 50 to 60. But I'll just look at ranges right now because based on ranges also I can figure out which is the right value. How much is this? 800 by 1000 is basically 80%. This value I can quickly calculate as 80%. This is 1000 by 1800. So that is 5 by 9. 5 by 9 into 100%. Again over here I can say that this is between 50 to 60%. Why? Because it is between 4.5 to 5.4. So somewhere between 50 to 60% would be the value. This is 400 by 600. This is 2 by 3 into 100%. So this is 66.66%. Now of these, which is the largest value? I don't even need to find out the exact value over here to know that this will be the largest value. Okay. Let's go to the next question. What is the absolute difference in energy consumption between the first hour of the cyber attack and the 35th hour overall? So I have to find row wise total. The first hour of the cyber attack and the 35th hour overall. Okay. Okay, so let us see which is the first hour of the cyber attack. That is the 19th hour. What is the total value over there? This, I have to take the row total of this. This is 1600, 1800 plus 1800. This is 3600. What is the 35th hour overall? 35th hour overall is over here, 31 to 36. What is the sum over here? 1200 plus 1600, 2400, 3600. So this is 3600 megawatts per hour. This is also 3600 megawatts per hour. So what is the difference in energy consumption? No difference. They are both equal. So the correct value to answer over here is 0. Both hours consume 3600 megawatts per hour. So there is no difference in energy consumption. The cost of the energy consumption in healthcare sector is $7 per hour. Calculate the total energy cost incurred after the start of the attack. So here what do we have to do? Healthcare after the start of attack is from this point onwards. So I have to take the sum of this point and I have to find out what is the total value for this. So here I have to calculate from the start of attack 800, 1600, 2600, 3200, 3800. So this is 3800. Okay. Into what should it be? 3800 into 6 into $7 per hour. So what is the total energy cost incurred after the start of the attack? Can somebody tell me what is the answer over here for the last one? It is 38 into 42. 38 into 42 into 100. So this would be 76 plus 152. This would be 6951. 159600. So this is option C. So the correct answer is option C. Pretty simple set, would you say? Do you say that this is a difficult set or an easy set? See, basically these kind of sets, right? A lot of times, no, they give a lot of information. They look very scary. But this was a very simple set, just direct calculation. Tabulate the information and everybody can solve it. I personally hope that in the 5 sets that come in CAT 2026, one pure DI set comes. Generally, if they are giving a pure DI set, they put it with charts. So what I would suggest to you is that if you're looking at CAT 2026 and you're looking at the DILR paper, go through all the 5 sets, look at the chart set. Sometimes the chart set is not actually a chart set. Sometimes it is a set of Venn diagrams or some other thing is given masked as charts. But if a chart set is a pure DI set like this, okay, if it's a pure DI set, I can write it down and tell you that it will be the easiest of the 5. You should definitely do it first. Because historically, chart sets have been the easiest sets of all the 5 sets that are there. So I would say that if it is CAT 2026, you're sitting and giving the DILR section, and you go and see all the 5 sets, and you see that there is one charts-based set. If the charts-based set is not masking, it's not actually games and tournaments, it's not actually Venn diagrams or set theory. If it is actually data interpretation charts, then please solve it. It will be the easiest set, okay? So let's go for the next one. Easy set, right? Scoring set. Had to read the data correctly. Yes, that is the only thing with charts-based set, that you have to read the data correctly. I often make mistake while reading charts, where if I rely only on the chart, I'll make a silly mistake. So always, to be on the safer side, tabulate the data. Once you tabulate, the error of like making silly mistakes in reading will go away. So always start by tabulating the data. Okay. Let's go to a slightly harder set. We have a arrangements-based set. It's not very hard. I would say it's like a 7 on 10 arrangements-based set. But I want you guys to solve it. It's like proper arrangements. So charts and arrangements are like our bread and butter. No? So a proper arrangement set is there. But before I give that to you, a quick reminder, guys, please download the Cracku app. We are like making sure that the Cracku app keeps you more consistent with your preparation. We are trying to make sure that you are more serious with like making sure that you do your daily targets every day. So please make sure that you download the Cracku app and enable notifications and take the daily target on the day it is published. Okay. So if you do that, if you do daily targets every single day, I'm sure that you would like have sufficient practice before actual CAT day and you'll crack the actual exam. So let's go, guys. Let's go for the arrangement set. I'll first show you the set and then I'll start the timer. So this is the first information that is given. When is 4 hours LRDI session? We are slowly adding. Today we are doing 5 sets. Next Saturday we'll do 6 sets and so on. When we do 6 sets, it will be by 4 hours almost. Now today it is about 3 hours. But when we add 6 sets, 7 sets, it will be 4 hour session. Okay. Come on, guys, read this. Then I'll scroll down. Let me know if you're like me and who loves like arrangement sets. This is like the type of arrangement set I absolutely love because it is like perfect arrangement, like clean, nice arrangement set. So let me know once you're done. So this is the second set of information. Good work, Sai Prashant. Good work, Sai Prashant. And these are the last set of conditions. I'll show them. These are the last set of conditions. This is about the countries. The questions are here. And here. This is question number 19 and question number 20. All of you can solve this. All of these 4 questions are doable. Okay. It's okay, Chaitanya. I'll tell you one thing that for a lot of people, LRDI is like this nightmare section. But the day you get over the fear of LRDI, you will find that it is actually a fun section. But because you are always scared that, even now I'm scared, okay, that when I open the LRDI section, I have this fear in my mind that I might not be able to solve a single set. And that fear essentially prevents us from doing well in the section. Because the section is doable. If the minute the timer ends, right, all of us are able to do at least 3 out of the 5 sets. None of us really struggles with, they are not that difficult. But with the timer on, our brain doesn't work, we make mistakes under pressure. But it is basically those sets that it comes with composure, it comes with like just like experience, okay? So keep at it, don't get demotivated. Okay, so I've started a timer. I want all of you to solve it. I'm giving a generous 15 minutes. I expect all of you to solve it now. Okay, come on, guys. Thank you, Sai Prashant. Okay, Shreya, it's okay. For a lot of people, reading charts is difficult still. But I would say, Shreya, this was, if you're struggling with reading charts, I would say that learn to read charts very, very well. It's an important skill to have, not just for CAT, but as a manager, as an MBA, you will need all of those skills. If you struggle with reading charts, I would say make some dummy data and go to Excel. The Excel has exactly the type of charts that are asked in the CAT exam. So it has everything from bar charts, line charts, scatter plots to radar charts. It has everything. Just play around in Excel for some time so that you get an intuitive sense of what the chart is, how to read it, how to like consider what is percentage change. All of that will become much easier if you just play around with the data, and in Excel just take some dummy data and see how the radar chart is, how to read the chart quickly. So if you work with that, you will be a much better, like you will become much better at charts. Come on, guys. 13 minutes are there. It's okay, Chaitanya. You can do it in the exam also. I have full faith in you. Just keep practicing. You will get there. Come on, guys. I want every one of you to at least try to solve it. It's not a difficult set. You have to at least try to solve it. Sir, I'll say that if you want to know what is your this, you have a very good profile. 998 profile is a very good one, and you have OBC also, and like I think non-engineer male. I would say that go to the profile predictor. You will get a much more accurate range for how much percentile is required. But you have a very good profile. It is now the onus is on you to actually score very well in CAT so that you get most of the top calls. It's like you can get ABC calls given your profile. It is like very possible for you to not just get the calls but convert it. But you have to put a lot of fight in CAT from now on. Where is the question PDF? Okay, so go over. So real cricket 134. Go over to the description box. In the description box, you will see. So if you head over to the just below the video, there's the description box. In the description box, if you like open the description box, the first link that is there, download live session PDF. If you click it, you open a blog page. Don't click anything at the start. Go down on it till you come to this download CAT DILR marathon questions, this red button. This red button is where the PDF questions are there. You can download it and you can solve it from there. Okay? Okay. Just go down on that blog post till you see the red button. Guys who are watching and who haven't liked the stream yet, please like the stream. It helps us reach more students and it motivates us to do more of these streams. So if you found this stream helpful, please like the stream. And it's also been given in the chat box, so you can download from there also. Come on, guys, try to solve this. It's like your quintessential LRDI arrangement set. I love sets like this. Definitely try to do it. And if you're getting stuck, you don't know where to begin. Always when you don't know where to begin, how do you begin? You make a table. Here you have the people, team leaders A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Make a table. One row for each of the team names. One column for the country they are from. One column for the slot they are in. Okay, that's it. That's all that you have to do. You have to put one row for A, B, C, D, whatever is there. One column for country and one column for slot. Just make the table wherever extra information has to be written. For example, A cannot be in the last slot. Just put it like this, ~7. That means that you cannot put value number 7 for this particular row. This is what you have to do for this entire table. Make the table and try to put as much of the clues that are there on the table itself. You will get the answers. Okay. If I zoom it out, it won't be readable. Harish, what I would say is that just scroll up slightly. If you just scroll up slightly, you will see the download live session PDF. Okay, just a post by Cracku in exam. Okay, that is the live session PDF. The questions are there available in PDF format. So if you can't read well over here through the screen, just download it from there. It's also there in the description box. So if you download from the description box also, you can see the question. Dibakar, I would say that your profile, you have SC certificate. Your profile, academic profile isn't great, but you have SC certificate. I would say that try to get to like 98 or 98.5 percentile. That would be a great range. It will help you cover up for the academic mistakes that have been done. And I think you will get at 97 also, you will get many of the calls. But I would say that irrespective of what your profile is, try to get as high a CAT score as possible so that you also not only get the calls, but you convert them. For all the guys who are asking their profile, okay, evaluate my profile, I'll just say go over to the Cracku's call predictor. In that, put in all the values that you have. There are so many values, so many factors, 10 standard score, 12 standard score, category, you have whether you're engineer, non-engineer, male, female, put in all of those values and it will give you a proper range of percentiles that are required for calls from different colleges. So please go over to call predictor for profile related information. Okay, we have also put the link to it, so just use that link. Come on guys, last 5 minutes, try to solve this one. Okay, please show all questions once again. Okay, so this is the first question. Jyotish, I would say that Jyotishka, check the answer again. It is not correct. This is the 18th question. You can pause and answer the question. This is the 19th question. Sure, Uma, I'll do that. And this is the last 20th question. Jyotishka, check the answer once. Karan, most of your answers are right, but Q20 is not right. Check it once more. Shubhang, you have gotten the correct answer. Last 2.5 minutes. Is this a medium or hard level set? This is a medium level set. This is something that you expect or hope to come in CAT. Anything harder than this would be not solvable in actual exam, because I think this is solvable without the pressure, time pressure. This becomes more difficult under a mock time pressure, where about 70% will make some mistake or other in the actual solving. This is exact CAT level set. But what you are feeling right now is not what you will feel if you are solving this in a mock. You would feel much more differently about this set in a mock condition. Okay, guys, please like the stream, okay? And one thing that I would suggest for all those who have just started their preparation and need a guided way to prepare for CAT, do check out our crash course. It is starting on Monday. We'll cover the entire syllabus in the short duration that is there. We'll give you adequate practice. We'll make sure that you have adequate practice of everything, full concept coverage, live sessions every day from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. And we'll make sure that you have not just learned the concept, but also practiced it enough so that you can actually solve it on the exam day. So do check out our crash course. I'll put the link to it in the chat box, and it starts on Monday. Okay, and those who haven't liked the stream, guys, please like the stream. We have a target of 200 likes and we are 14 short of it. So please like the stream. Sure, I'll do that, Akashdeep. After this set, I'll give you the list of all this most important ones, topics with highest probability of coming. Okay, 18 is B. Okay. Okay. So most of you were able to solve this. Many of you were able to solve it, right? I think this was a set that you can solve, but with 15 minutes, I think many of you were able to solve. But in time of pressure, when you are like kind of scared, it becomes a harder set than it should be. I'll answer Akashdeep's question about which are the LRDI topics that you should master. So I'll quickly tell that. So the sets that come most are puzzles. So this includes Einstein's puzzles, enumeration puzzles, and quant puzzles. These come the most. Then you have arrangements. This includes this kind of arrangement, which is of attributes, linear arrangement, circular arrangement, and arrangement of attributes, which is similar to Einstein's puzzles. Okay. Then you have this is for LR. These are the most likely sets for LR. For DI, you have table-based sets. This includes table with missing values, table with cumulative data, table with data over the years, all table-based sets. The most common is basically table with missing values. Okay. The second most common is charts. Every year of these four, puzzles, arrangements, tables, charts, at least 3 come. So these are the most important things that you have to do, because these are the most asked sets that are there. There are other sets that also come, like games and tournaments comes, scheduling comes. Then you have sets from 2D puzzles, set theory and Venn diagram. All of these are tier 2 because they come much less with lesser frequency than these sets. These sets come so many times that they are the most important sets for you to do. And somebody also asked about what is there in the daily target course. So a lot of people take daily targets. About, I think every day there are 12,500 tests that are occurring. So most of the toppers, if you ask, there is one test that everybody takes, which is the daily target test. It is like a must do when it comes to CAT. This is the one test that a lot of people take, which is the daily target test. Now the daily target test is 3 tests every single day. One quant test where you have 5 questions from one particular topic. One LRDI set, so it can be from DI, it can be LR, it will be from different topics. So you get adequate practice across the spectrum. And one VA-RC test, it can either be 5 VA questions or 1 RC. Mostly we give 1 RCs and some days we give VA, so that you have a proper mix of VA and RC practice. So this daily target is free on the day that it is given. So it is it is free for every student on the day of the daily target. but you cannot access the previous day's daily targets. By now, there have been like hundreds of daily targets that have already been put up. If you want to access the previous day's daily targets, you have to buy the daily target course. So this will give you access to hundreds of RCs, hundreds of LRDI sets, and like 500 plus quant questions. It would be the perfect practice because you can also sense where you are, because these are the most taken tests in CAT across all this. Nobody takes more tests than the daily target. It's like the most popular test that is there. So if you want to access all the previous daily targets that are there, do take a look at the daily target course. It is Uma had asked about it. So Uma, this is about the daily target course. And one more thing that before I forget, before I start with this, we are giving a free national level mock and scholarship exam. This is basically the CAT 10. It is going to be open for all students. It is like free students also can access it. It will be there on, one second, I'll tell you the date also, because before I forget. So this CAT 10 you can take, and because it's a free national level mock, thousands of students are going to take it. So it is going to have a lot of people taking the test, and you will have you will get a proper sense of where you stand across people from different coachings, across people from like thousands of students generally take the free scholarship test that is there. So please take it. It is on 22nd August. Okay. For this one day, it is free. 22nd August, which is a Saturday. And you can also win a lot of like scholarships based on this. So if you're looking for it, please do take the test. This is the CAT 10, which is free on 22nd August. There will be a lot of scholarship as well as gifts associated with it. So do take it. And I would say that because it is a test that is going to come so close to the actual CAT day, it is going to be taken by thousands of students across like at a national level. So you'll get a very good idea of where you stand like in the whole country. Till now, you will only know how you are doing as compared to other Cracku students or as compared to other students in your coaching. But this will basically be the first truly national level picture that you will get. So do take the mock. Okay. So let's go. Let's try to solve this one. I see a lot of people got it, but those who didn't get it, don't worry. It's like a set which is like very indicative of how to solve these kind of sets. Once you get it, you will get it every single time. Okay, so those who didn't get it, don't worry. Shubhang ma'am, I have noticed more unconventional table type sets being asked with mix of various topics, missing data. It will be table with missing values, but then they'll give you quantitative information that the values are in arithmetic progression or the values are prime numbers. But at its very core, it is essentially a table with missing values with a quant aspect. So all of those also come very often. Okay, so well done, Aryan, and made a silly mistake, my bad. No worries. I'm not able to solve this set, kind of worried about whether I'll manage DILR or not. Mrinal, don't worry. You will learn it today, okay? And once you learn it, you will be able to solve it. Anytime you solve it, you will be able to solve it, okay? So let's see how to solve this set. The way to understand how to solve a set is basically to learn the representation format. You get the representation format right, half the battle is done. So let's start. Firstly, what is the information that is given? A company comprises of 7 teams, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, that must schedule their meetings in a single conference room on a specific day. Each team is led by a team leader from a different country, F, C, S, I, E, J, or Australia. There are 7 distinct monad slots for the meeting, 1 to 7. So whenever you have something like this, we have to figure out between A, B, C, D, E, F, G, what country they are from, what slot they are in. So what is the representation format? You basically have to make each of the person as a row. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. The next thing, it doesn't stop at just making a row. You have to write the values for each possible value in the column over here at the bottom. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the row names. What are the list of countries? The countries are France, China, Spain, India, England, Japan, and Australia. So these are the 7 values that have to come here. Whenever I fill a value, I cross it off. Okay. What are the 7 slots? 1 to 7. So I'll just write it so that whenever I fill a value, I can cross it off and then I can see which are the possible values that are left. Whenever some value cannot be placed in a particular row, you have to put it over here. So if suppose this person is not, A is not from India, then I'll say not of India over here. say A is not in slot 3, I'll put not slot 3 over here. Okay, that is how you put negative information. The job should always be that whatever information is given, you put it on the table as much as possible. Show it on the table, because then you will fill the table. If you don't put it on the table, you will not solve it. Okay, so let's take a look at the information given. Okay, each team is allotted exactly one slot. No two teams may share the same slot. Team A is scheduled prior to Team D with at least one team between them. Team D is assigned to an even number slot. So that means that you have A and at least one slot is there and D will be there. Okay, which means that what can be D's slot number? The minimum value of D's slot, if A is 1, D's minimum slot value is 3, but D's number slot is an even number slot. What are the even numbers over here? 2, 4, 6, which means that D's slot cannot be 2, so it has to be 4 or 6. So D's slot number is either 4 or 6. These are the only two possible values for it, and A's has to be less than that. A has to be, like, if A is 5, okay, then D will be 7, but D cannot be 7. So the max value that A can take is 2 lesser than the max value over here. So the most value it can take is up to 4. So here it can go from 1 to 4. These are the possible values for A slot. If it goes to 5, D will have to be slot number 7, which it cannot be. So these are the possible values for A slot. Okay, let's go. The second information that is given is Team B is not scheduled in the final slot and Team C is scheduled before 1 p.m. Team B is not scheduled in the final slot, so not of 7. I'll write it like this. And Team C is scheduled before 1 p.m. Before 1 p.m., how many slots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 slots are there before 1 p.m. So therefore, team, okay, where is this? Team C can take values 1 to 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as A. Okay. Team E must be scheduled after Team A and before Team B with exactly 2 teams between A and E. So you should have A, 1, 2, E, and then B. This is the order that you should have. What is the minimum value that E will take in this case? It will be 4, and the minimum value that B can take is 5. So if A is 1, then this can be 4. If A is 2, E will be 5 and B will be at least 6 in this case. Therefore, we have to essentially see what are the possibilities given that there have to be 2 teams in between. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a possibility. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a possibility. It can be 5, 7 also, that is there. But there has to be exactly, like, if this is A is X, okay, E will be X plus 3. This will be the slot number in that case. Okay, and B will be greater than, it will be at least X plus 4 at least. Okay, X plus 4 or X plus 5. Okay, greater than or equal to X plus 4. Team G cannot be assigned to the first or last time slot, and Team F must be scheduled after Team G. So Team G is not of 1 slot, not of 7, and Team F must be after G. So F is greater than G. I will write it here only. Looking at all of these slots, can I see some particular picture emerge? This cannot take slot 7. 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 E cannot take slot 7 because B is after it. So E also cannot take slot 7. F can take slot 7. G cannot take slot 7. So who is the only person who can take slot 7? F. For everybody else, here it is either not of 7 or we are clearly saying it is 1, 2, 3, 4 till 6 only. It cannot take the value 7. Here E is before B and B cannot be 7. So max value B can take is 6, which means that the max value E can take is 5. So we have very limited values that we have to consider, given that if A is 1, for example, over here, I'll just remove this bit. If A is 1, what is the value, corresponding value of E? E will be 4. B will be, in that case, 5 or 6. Okay. If A is 2, E will be how much? E will be 5. In this case, it can only take the value 6 because it cannot be 7 also. So we have only 2 possibilities really for the values of A and E. There are only 2 possibilities. 1 and 4 over here, 2 and 5 over here. And the max value we can take is either 5 or 6. We have to figure out which one it is. If this is 4, which value can D take? The minute this is 4, I have to say that this will be 6. If this is 6, B has to be after E, and 6 and 7 are gone. Which value can B take? It has to be 5. So 5 is also gone over here. What are we left with? We are left with, in the first scenario, okay, 1, 5, 6, 4, 7 are done. We are left with 2 or 3. So we have 2 or 3 possibilities for C and G. So I'll say this can be 2 or 3, and this correspondingly will be 3 or 2. These are the, like, if I consider the first scenario, okay, this is the first scenario. So for these first scenario, these are the possible values, okay. If A is the first, takes the first slot, then the square values are the values that each one will take. F is anyway 7 for all scenarios, so that is irrespective of whether you are in, whether A is in first slot or not, it will always be 7. But if A is in first slot, these are the left side of values are the values that will be taken. Now consider if A is in the second slot. You have a 5 over here. If E is 5, B has to be 6 because B is after E and it cannot take the value 7. The minute it takes the value 6, what value can D take? It is 4 or 6. 6 is gone. It has to take 4 over here. So you have what values are gone? 2 is gone, 6 is gone, 4 is gone, 5 is gone. We are left with 1, 3 and 7 is also gone. So we are left with only 1 and 3. 1 cannot come with G. It is written not of 1. So we are left with 3 only over here, which means C becomes 1 in this case. So I can say that there are 2 scenarios. One scenario is when A is taking the first slot, or A is taking the second slot. When it is taking the second slot, these are the values. We get only one possible set if A takes the second slot. If A takes the first slot, we get 2 possible arrangements. So how many total arrangements are there? 2 over here plus 1 over here. We have total of 3 arrangements for the slot numbers. Now we'll go over to finding out their country names. Anybody has any question about how did we get this? Okay. Ma'am, okay. Each person, okay, this set felt very doable. Yes, it is very doable. And if you have a lot of practice of arrangements, right, it becomes more and more easy after some practice. Wouldn't be easier if slot was taken as the primary column? If slot is taken as a primary column, also is okay, but the next set of information is given with terms of the people. Because of this, I started with ABC as taken as as a primary key rather than the slot number. Okay. Okay. Hope this comes in CAT. Yeah, even I hope. Okay. Daily targets are free on weekdays. Okay. Very doable. Anybody has any question? Otherwise, I'll go on to putting their country names also, guys. And we are like very close to hitting the target. Okay, we have reached 200 likes. Okay. If you guys have still not liked the stream, please like the stream. Okay. Anybody has any questions, or we'll go on to answering the, doing the remaining part of it. Please try to mention the level of each set and ideal time required for grade. Okay. Bhartiya, I would say that level of each set, the easiest sets that you can hope are table with missing values, like charts, arrangements and puzzles. Quant puzzles can be tricky. Sometimes like table with missing values also can have quantitative aspect that can be tricky. The difficulty level changes. Okay, we can have a very easy arrangement set, very difficult arrangement set also. You can't tell based on the type of set how difficult it will be, but generally the easier sets come from this, partly because if you become an expert in them, they will be easier for you. Okay. Why not take slot in primary row? You can do it, but because this information about the country is given by name and not by slot, I took that as the primary key. Okay. So let's go. One case is not possible. It is possible. All of these are the 3 cases are the possible cases. Let's go. The following conditions pertain to the team leaders of each team. Team leaders of team E and team G are from India and Japan respectively. So this is India and this is Japan, whereas E and G. Okay. So I'll remove India and Japan from the list. Okay. The leader of team D is neither from Spain or China. If he is not from Spain or China, we are left with India and Japan. Why did I cross off this India? So if he's not from Spain and China, he can either be from France, he can be from England. I think E is England only, right? What is E over here? England and or Australia. These are the conditions. So team leader of D can be either from France, England or Australia. These are the 3 possibilities for him. The team assigned to the final time slot has a team leader from Australia. So this guy is Australia. So A is also gone over here. So this also I can remove. This is only France or England. The team with a team leader from Spain may schedule its meeting in 3 different possible time slots. Okay, 3 different possible time slots. I have over here 3 possibilities. But this guy is from Japan. So this guy is from Spain. So Spain is also done. The team with the team leader from France may only schedule its meeting during the morning slots. That is before 12 p.m. Now morning slots are 1, 2, 3, I think. Here, this is afternoon time slot. This is also afternoon time slot. So therefore, the person from France has to be A. This guy is from France. We are left with, because this is France or England, France is done. This guy is from England. And who is left? China is left. So B is from China. So we were able to get only 1 configuration for the countries, 3 configuration for the slots. This is our final table. Wherever you can write the information, write it on the table itself. It will become very easy for you to solve. The country one was simple, the slot one was slightly tricky. So let's go. Everybody can now answer the questions. We have this table. So what is the answer to the first question? The first question that we have is, for how many teams can the specific time slot of their meeting be uniquely determined? So for everybody, I cannot determine it except for F, because F is the only one who has a single time slot. Everybody has 2 possibilities of time slots, 2 or 3 possibilities. So the only person with a single time slot is F. So the answer is that only 1 person can be uniquely determined for time slot. If the meeting of team C is scheduled in the second time slot, so if C is 2, this is for the first case, this scenario. If C is 2, then from which country is the team leader of the person assigned the 5th time slot? We are looking at the first scenario. 5th time slot goes to B, who is from China. So the correct option here is option B. If team E is scheduled 5th time slot, which team is scheduled in the 2nd time slot? Team E is 5th time slot. We are looking at this scenario. So we are looking at the second scenario. Who has the 2nd time slot? A has the 2nd time slot. So A is the correct answer. The team leader, a team leader had a flight scheduled at 5 p.m. He left for the airport 4 hours before. So he left at 1 p.m. before the flight's departure. If he left immediately after the meeting, which country is the team leader from? So we have to look that given the team A's meeting is scheduled in the first slot of the day. So we are looking at the left side, this square side we are looking. Whose slot ends at 1 p.m.? Let's see whose slot ends at 1 p.m. We have to see that information. 1 p.m. slot is the slot 4. So slot 4 in the first scenario is this guy. E is the guy whose slot ends at 1 p.m. in the first scenario. And which country is he from? He's from India. So the correct option to choose in this case is option C, India. So as you can see, once the table is done, super simple to answer. This is very, very representative of the arrangement sets that you're going to get. Draw the table, write every single clue that is there on the table. Go through each clue again and again till you are able to fill it to the max that you can. After a certain point of time, you cannot fill it further because you will get possibilities. But that is fine, because with those possibilities also you can answer the question. So you can solve it in this way. Okay, if anybody has any questions about this set, ask me now. We have a batch starting on Monday. So if you're looking for a way to prepare for CAT, a structured, guided way of preparing for CAT with live sessions, thousands of questions, concept videos. If you want everything, we have a crash course starting Monday. The link to it will be put in the description, in the chat box. It's there in the description box as well. And if you want to look at our daily target, the link to that is there in the chat box already. Ma'am, firstly, check condition 1. Only one case is possible. This in puzzles. Okay, which one? Condition 1. Only one slot is possible. With at least one team in between them, team D is assigned to even number slot. So it's at least one team in between them, which means does not mean that exactly one team in between them. It has to be at least one team. So 1 and 6 is also possible. It need not be 2 and 4 only. 1 and 6 is also possible because it says at least one team. Okay, at least one teams means one or more teams are between them. Okay. However, a lot of times you make mistakes while reading this conditions quickly, but it's fine. Make sure that whenever you feel that, okay, I have made a mistake, try to be very, very slow while reading the conditions, because there once a mistake is made, no, all the time spent after that becomes like wasted. So when you are reading the conditions, be very, very careful in reading. Okay? Okay, guys. Okay, so we have a new batch starting Monday. If you have any questions about this, let's know. This is the last slot. This is the last this of today, and we'll be ending the session here. If you guys have any doubt, ask me, and then we'll end the session. Okay, guys. Okay, so if you guys have any question, ask me now. Also, a quick reminder, we have a national level mock cum scholarship test on 22nd August, okay? There are gifts, there are scholarships associated with this. So please make sure you take it. It is completely free. Thousands of students are going to take it. So please make sure you take it on 27 August. And because thousands of students are going to take it in the window, you're going to get very, very accurate percentile for that. So please do take the national level mock test, because it will give you a very good picture of where you stand among the lakhs of students that give CAT. You'll get a very good picture of where you stand. So do make sure that you take the DC10 mock test that is there, which is free for all students. In puzzles, we do not usually fix any one attribute. Would you say in arrangement it's better to fix at least one attribute based on which max information is given? Yes, but in this case, Shubhang, the information was most in terms of name. That's a good point that you have asked. So whenever you're making the table, right, for arrangements, you have to start by considering the primary key. So the key is the names of the row names. You have to start with the primary key as the one where most information is available. If I looked only at the first set of clues, it would be the slots where most information is available. Actually, equal information is available name-wise as well as slot-wise. But in the second case, more information was available name-wise. Names were connected to countries, not slots to countries. So because of that, name became my primary key, because I had to fix not only slots but also countries. Okay? Okay, guys. So I hope that you guys learned something and you felt that that you can solve arrangements and charts-based set and whatever sets that we solved. And see you guys next Saturday for some more LRDI streams. And we'll do like maybe one more set and we'll keep ramping up till the CAT day. So see you guys and see you next time.